Depended on whether they needed him to be a pitcher or something.
North Platte and Broken Bow, they might have been double A ball or single A, because there was like Bob Serve played there. He played for the Yankees.
He was in the big leagues later.
Yeah, and then it was Billy Martin. I think he played out there.
There were quite a few from around here that went off to college in the 60s. And I know not too many went to college before that. But I think Larry Munn posted something on that Facebook page about the number of people who went off about the same time maybe he was playing. But it was the McMahons. Both of them went to Kearney. Kuhn went to Wesleyan. There were 2 or 3 others that went to Wesleyan. And some went to Peru and Wayne and places like that. So then they would come back in the summer and play.
Yeah.
For pay is what.
They got paid in the summer to play. Right?
Was Bunn, you're talking about Tank Bunn?
Tank Bunn, yeah, that's
who you're talking about. He was a catcher, and Lindquist a pitcher, and when he called for a curveball, he'd grin and he'd get ready for it. He'd throw me 1 roundhouse curve. He never threw me no more. That's a nice fat pitch to hit, if you know what's coming.
I have to tell you, I shouldn't take the time to tell this. He told a story, sent a story yesterday online about when he was playing. He said some ball fields had the lights on the inside of the park, just inside the fence line or whatever. And so he was playing this one game, and he had a great game, and he hit the ball, which should have gone out of the park, hit the pole, fell back into the park, so it wasn't a home run. So okay, so that's okay. Once that'll happen, maybe in 100,000 times or whatever.
Yeah.
He said, "What's the odds of it happening twice in your ball career?" He was somewhere else a few years later in another field, and the same thing happened. And he said he never would have bet that the odds would be that he would hit a ball pole in 2 different games. But the third one, was that the one he was talking about, Lynn? He was running like crazy, ran like mad on, got to third base, and couldn't get in to home, but the umpire said he missed second, so he got called out. So all that worked for nothing. But he has lots of those stories that I wish you guys could be on that Facebook page and see some of the things they're saying are just hilarious.
I remember Jan Grosnerkraus one time hit one original, hit the left field pole, and I was playing right field, and it came over to me.
Oh,
and it was 2/3 up the pole, and it was going up, but it hit it.
And you caught it, Bill?
No, it didn't get quite that. It got to me, but it wasn't in the air.
I wondered what the ruling would have been on that.
Oh, it was foul when it hit the pole.
Oh.
It was in foul territory, right down the left field line.
Got another question?
Oh, it had been played. If it had been fair.
Oh, yeah, well,
Can you recall at least one memory about your uniforms?
Did you have to buy your own?
No.
No, we didn't have to buy them. I don't know, we had decent uniforms. I don't know who provided them either, I think.
Well, I
Different
still
building.
have mine. It was
Do you?
Slondor's.
Oh,
Slondor
they
trucking.
would pass them down, some of them
Yeah.
would quit. And then they, well, I guess the businesses in town must have bought them, but we had uniforms. And when your dad had
the
them.
names on them then?
Pardon?
Were the businesses named
Yes.
on them like they
Yeah.
do now?
Maybe they did. I don't know where they had their uniforms when they had the Croco ball field out there. They had uniforms. Yeah. They had uniforms then, but I don't know, we had decent uniforms. I don't know what happened if you tore them. I guess
Mom sewed them.
your wife or mom sewed them up, I guess, or something. Stitched them up, nobody would have thought anything about it.
Tank just said he remembered they were hot and itchy.
They were awful hot.
Most of them were wool.
Yeah, most of them were wool. They were real old ones. But they still, I think we did get cotton. We had the wool ones, and then I think they went to the cotton ones, which weren't near as bad as those wool ones. I hated wool either. My mom bought me a wool shirt once. Most miserable thing I ever put on that winter, like the wool uniform.
Back in the late 40s, real early 50s, Ford Motor, they went to the Legion game, and all the kids had Ford Motor Company on their back. bought all the uniforms for all the Legion teams.
Wow.
Yeah, I never did get one because
You never got afforded, you
I never got one. I was a year too late.
Who were some players, coaches, or umpires that you remember most?
The one I remember the most is Shelley Bond. Now God knows what kind of umpire he was. You could throw the ball down the middle and all sealed was a ball.
Yeah, mine was like Ed Booth, our coach when I was those first 4 or 5 years. I said I remembered more things about him than, I don't know why some coaches and a high school coach really impressed me too later on, or a football coach, but I remember more things about them than I do teachers, what I should have remembered. I had one more quick little story about Ed Booth. His boy Larry, the middle boy, his oldest boy was Eddie, and then Larry, and then David. And they all three played. David caught, and Eddie played second, and Larry played shortstop or pitched most of the time. And one game, of course, the ball fields, you were so close to everything. Our dugout, which was just chicken wire, and you were sitting behind that. And Larry was batting, he got hit in the leg with a ball one time, and he's going by. Our dugout is down toward first baseline. I don't know yet why Ed wasn't coaching, but anyway, he's rubbing his leg. He comes by, and his dad says, "Get on down there, that don't hurt." And he walks right over the dugout, and he said, "Dad, you come out here, let me throw a baseball at you as hard as I can and see if it don't hurt." And Dad says, "Get on first, Larry, that's enough."
Well, I might as well add another one to Ed Booth. It was when we were probably weren't even midgets yet. We were just starting to play ball, and it was at North Ward over here, and they walked me. And well, like you say, the dugouts were real close, and his son, Dave, was a catcher, had shin guards on, and I just kind of tapped through the bat over there, took off for first, and it bounced on the handle and hit him in the shins. And he carried on. So I was put on the bench. I remember that.
You threw your bat over there.
I didn't throw it that hard. I didn't think. But he was next batter, and he was standing up there.
Why did we play out there? I played one time
North
out
Ward?
there. Yeah.
I think we were pretty young. That was when we could still maybe give Central a game.
Yeah. And then later on, when Dean Christian and Bob and all them played, they got playing
They played
Class
4 or 5
A or
times a
something.
week.
They were playing Lincoln, and they were big time then. But when we were young, we must have beat them one time, because Larry had that one article where we beat Central City. Maybe that was before. I think we were midgets.
Yeah, I think in '55 I seen Dean Christian and Central City play Class A or B state at the Rosenblatt.
Yeah.
in Omaha.
He was quite a ball player.
Larry, who is your dad's coach?
Grandpa.
Grandpa?
His
Was
dad.
His dad, Harvey.
But I tried to find some, he's got a scorebook someplace, and I could not come up with it.
Oh, how neat.
But
Joyce was asking about pictures, and I don't have a picture of
I haven't got any counting pictures.
baseball.
I mean, I got a lot of Asian pictures.
I only have,
Larry did.
I only
Larry
have one
did.
picture. That's
Yeah.
with Mom playing.
Yeah. Well, they had during World War II, they had the women's baseball.
Yeah,
Well, look on the back.
I gotta
It's
put
got
my
the
glasses
names
on
on
so I can
there.
see that good.
Lola is
Does it name them all?
Yeah, you'll know
Is
some
my
names
grandma
there.
or mom?
well, what year did you guys play town team ball?
It'd been the early 60s.
Early '60s. I started playing town team ball again in '59. I missed 4 years when I was in Omaha.
My wife's mother
Yeah.
was in there. I thought maybe my mom was too. They had a, look at their uniforms.
Can we get
That's
a
a
copy
dress
of
in
that?
I thought that was a dress, but I guess it's, I ain't sure, I guess
I
it's.
don't know. Well, I don't know if this was at a game or if they just had, well, some of these back here are in their
Most of them had
overalls.
overalls on.
Yeah,
You got that old baseball?
well, Larry brought it.
Yeah, we had a ball like that when I was in grade school.
Oh, he does.
This was in Mom, this is what Mom played with. I picked out the worst one. Chad, they had 5 or 6 of them when they sold me it.
That must not have had a court.
It's light.
Had the,
It's not exactly round either.
it had a little stitch work originally. It was just had those.
Yeah.
You could throw a curveball with that. Some seams on that.
Yeah.
Now this is
Anyway,
a couple years ago when Gerald Dexter
That's pretty
was at the
good.
rest home. I guess he had to tell everybody that
Grandpa's got one.
she was one of the better pitchers around.
oh,
Did you guys ever have a game where June Seeley umpired?
June C.
I
I think so.
didn't like to.
Yes?
We didn't like to.
You said Seeley?
Yeah.
Well,
Which
Tank said that his
The-
favorite umpire was June Seeley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alan
remember.
Rakowski.
yeah. I know him real well.
Yeah.
His daughter Pat Rakowski works over. Well, a friend of ours works over for other friends of ours. Yeah, I knew June real well, but I never was around where he was umpiring. He was a good official. He officiated basketball for years till he's in his
Oh, yeah.
50s or more.
Yeah.
I got a son-in-law and he's getting around 50, it's still officiating out of Kearney. Officiates basketball. See their uniforms? Get her a uniform like that.